Hi, this is gonna be my super like rushed and bad analysis, but I wanted to do this because I thought this would be a fun idea. So just what just happened was week one, or not week one, match one of SWS 5. Finally, SWS 5 is here. The first match was 14 seed Mikey B versus 19 seed CZX. CZX ended up winning, and I want to give a little bit of analysis on the seed. So what basically happened was Mikey B ended up dying 5 times in the fortress, and it was still not 5 times, 3 times. I just said SWS 5, so the number 5 was in my head. Ended up dying 3 times in the fortress, but there was something very interesting. So one thing that made Mikey's run a lot faster was this buried treasure that he got. Here I can pull up Minecraft on my OBS. This buried treasure, which I don't think it's going to have the same loot for me as it did for Mikey because I am not on the latest version. But yeah, the seed is funny because there's 2 strongholds that are right next to each other. So there's 2 portal rooms. I think they both entered through this one. I might be wrong. Why am I doing /locate? But there was something I wanted to point out in the nether because for CZX, this was a problem last season, and it's a problem this season. And I guess it's just mostly due to being less experienced with 1.21. He's a very good 1.16 player, but he doesn't do as much 1.21. So in the match, I'll try to find the spot because I want to show you something. I probably shouldn't have moved where I was in the video because I was at the spot. When CZX is heading to his warped spot, there's piglins here. His screen was freezing, but you see he's getting attacked by piglins here, and then a few moments later he kills a ghast right here. Like there's so many mobs next to his warped, and if you don't know how warped forests work, the only mob that can spawn in them, period, is Enderman. And this is an issue because, like, yeah, you can see I have piglins spawning right here. He had to kill the ghast. Other mobs are going to be spawning like crazy in your warped, and it's supposed to be only Enderman. Ideally, you only have Enderman spawning because you're in a warped forest. But if there's other biomes, you're going to get other mobs spawning, and that just means less Endermen. So you really want to be further into the warped is so much better. You don't... Also, cliffs like this can be bad because Enderman can't figure out how to climb up them. So Mikey ended up playing here, which is much better for a lot of reasons. It's lower down, because that'll be better for warp sometimes. It's not, there's no other biomes right here, so he's not going to be spawning any other mobs other than Endermen, especially not annoying ones like piglins and ghasts that are going to get in the way of your warped. And also, the terrain that he can see, other than the one he's on, like the terrain that's at a different Y level, is generally higher, which is good, because the Endermen are always going to be able to pathfind straight to your boat, and they're not going to get stuck on any cliffs and have any trouble getting up to you. That's what's sometimes the problem with tree warped, and why some people really do not like tree warped. But yeah, I think this was the biggest routing difference. The biggest thing that made Mikey's route better was the warped spot. So CZX, if you are watching this, go further into the warped. It'll be a million times better every time. And yeah, take into consideration like terrain. You don't want to end up getting stuck on cliffs and stuff. Because Endermen, they're stupid. Endermen are stupid. You have to be smart for them. But yeah, that was my stupid chalk analysis, so thank you for watching. Bye-bye.